amounts of BA that are obligated but not yet dispersed. Unobligated balances are amounts of BA that are not yet obligated. Unobligated balances carried forward indicate those balances from either a no-year or a multi-year DA that has not expired. Obligated balances are liquidated as payments are made and outlays are recorded. Okay? What other things might be useful for me to know about these terms? Normally a budget account is a consolidation of all the treasury accounts with the same appropriation type. Here we're talking about accounts like your salaries and expense accounts. Which make up the majority of the accounts. But as an illustration, and we'll see this in the next couple of slides. The FY 2005 column of the program and financing schedule. Program and financing schedule is a basic schedule in the budget which shows for each expenditure account the amounts obligated and dispersed. Budget authority provided obligations and disbursements of that account. Schedule for salaries and expenses. In the budget appendix, cover the outlays made in 2007 from the unexpired fiscal year 2007 annual appropriations and the FY 2005 through 2007 multi-year appropriation, any no-year appropriation, and the 5 expired annual appropriations 2005-2006. You have any money that was made available in 2007, those disbursements. You have disbursements from the budget authority for the amounts that may have been provided in the previous year, 2006, for example, was available in 2006 and 2007. You still have to account for that money. You have to account for the no-year money that could have been provided in any year prior to that. And for that amount, which was annual or multi-year, during the expired but uncanceled phase, you can still have disbursements from those accounts. We'll see this now. As a result, some accounts in the tables you're responsible for, this is addressed to those people who actually do budget stuff, will be from unexpired accounts, while others will be both unexpired and expired accounts. This is specifically driven from program and financing schedule, which is Schedule P in the MAX database. Okay, so here's an example. It's a display, if you will. All of the money which may be presented in the budget under a given account, quote, budget account. That budget account may consist of one or more treasury accounts in terms of treasury, general fund appropriations in this case. That is, we have both operations and facilities, engineering, and development. Do you have a question? Oh, that's good. That's a good place to stop.
I got hung up a few slides ago on the part about the expired phase.
Yes.
And in my mind, I was looking for an example, and I was wondering if that meant if you had obligated money on a contract or grant, they had 5 years to spend it. And that was the expired phase. But could you give some examples of what money is in the expired phase?
Okay. You were exactly right. If in fiscal year 2007, the most recent year to close, you had budget authority of X amount, $100, and you incurred obligations of $95. At the end of fiscal year 2007, you could no longer obligate any money. You could not obligate that $5 million that expired on September 30, 2007. But for 5 years, from September 30, 2007 through September 30, 2012, you have the ability to pay upward adjustments. The money has expired for purposes of new obligations, but it is available for upward adjustments to valid obligations. On September 30, 2012, it is canceled. It's the cancel phase. It's no longer available for anything. So if you haven't used that 5 by that time, it goes away. Expired for purposes of obligation, available for upward adjustments until the end of the 5 years. Cancel. Okay. All right. In our little example here of treasury reporting requirements, got this account. We call, yes, because this account has both the operations account and a facilities and engineering development. That means that when they were appropriated, the Congress actually appropriated under these 2 different titles. But we choose in the budget to show just one account. So we combine these for budget presentation purposes. But when we do that, the old accounts don't go away. So you'll see that even though the whole account has the last basic 4 digits of 1301, it is a combination of both 1301 operations as well as 1303 facilities, engineering, and development. Within each of those, we may have different availabilities of money. We have the annual accounts, and this is just an example because obviously it could. We have the annual accounts, we have the multiple year accounts, and we have the no-year accounts under operations, and then a no-year account under facilities. All of these are reported separately to Treasury, but we may present them in the budget all combined into one presentation. Okay? Program and financing schedule, MAXP. Schedule must do 2 things at the same time. It focuses on new budget authority that's being requested. We're starting to prepare, or we're starting to think about, we're starting to prepare the 2010 budget. That's what this whole thing about. This whole thing is about is presenting the president's plan for 2010. So we're focusing on that. But it must also show